Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with a weather update here on your August the 27th, 2025. Well, things looking absolutely gorgeous across North Georgia for this afternoon. Really no complaints. Got some sunshine, a few fair weather clouds. Really looking pretty good after a cool start. We did have a record low this morning down in Athens. Got down to 56, and Blairsville got down to 48. So it was a bit of a cool start. Not expected to be quite as cool for tonight. We'll give you an update on that. And we will have a few more clouds around for tomorrow. We'll also give you an update on the tropics and talk about how the 7-day forecast is. I don't know. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare for us forecasters here. I'll tell you that here in a second. Anyway, if you're watching here on YouTube, again, I appreciate you guys checking out the channel. If you could please help a guy out, it helps grow our little channel here a little bit. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content. And as always, if you ever have a weather-related question, please post it down below. Give me a thumbs up. It does help a little bit with that thing called the YouTube algorithm. All right, let's go ahead and take a live look outside as we're looking up into Dahlonega. We got plenty of sunshine, just a few clouds out there, looking pretty good indeed. Not bad, no complaints there. Also looking pretty good over in Helen, Georgia here. I know they're getting ready for a very busy weekend there as Labor Day weekend is just around the corner. Looking at our local radar, not a drop to be seen, and we may see some rain late tomorrow on this radar over in Alabama, but I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of it in our neighborhoods here. And we're looking pretty good here for the rest of the day with just a lot of sunshine. We're going to see a few more of these high-level clouds kind of skirt in here for tonight and going in for tomorrow. So tomorrow will become a little more partly sunny across the area. Temperatures out there this afternoon into the upper 70s and low 80s as expected, looking pretty good. And we're going to do it again for tomorrow. So looking at a pretty good day here across our area. Tropics remain quiet. They'll stay that way here through the weekend. Again, we got a weak tropical wave out here in the middle of the Atlantic, but otherwise looking pretty good here across the area. Again, no complaints here. Looking pretty quiet. I don't think we'll see things pick up here until probably a little bit later in the month of September. Let's look at your model data out here. Again, looking at the short term. Looks like this rain is going to stay away from us. You'll see it kind of tracking in through Mississippi and Alabama here going into your Thursday. So North Georgia here should stay clean. If you see an isolated shower, it'll be Thursday night, maybe Friday morning, maybe an isolated shower, but I think this stays down to our south. It's what happens beyond this that's going to become a little bit of a problem, and I do want to show you this. So I'm going to go ahead and switch on over here to the European model here. Let me get up the correct one here. There we go. And I want to show you this. This just came in. So this is bringing in the rain. You see that rain kind of coming through Alabama there. This is going into your Friday. And then as we go into Saturday, it brings it back to the north and keeps us wet Saturday. And then this goes into Sunday, still looking wet, rainy weather going into Monday. So looking like it may be cloudy and damp all weekend long and even lingering into Monday and even into Tuesday with the wet weather. That's going into Tuesday morning. So again, the European was hitting this overnight and tonight. This is really going to throw a big change in the forecast if this holds true. American GFS wasn't showing this. So I think our day 5, 6, and 7 forecast is going to be up for debate going into next week. So just watch that, okay? Let's go look at your forecast maps here, as I did notice some changes here from the National Weather Service on their maps, kind of reflecting what the 12Z was kind of showing here going into tomorrow. Looking pretty good. Again, we got some, if we get a stray shower in here, we'll be very lucky. I think most of North Georgia, we stay dry here. Most of this rain will stay off toward our south. Saturday, though, they added a lot more dark green here to this map here across the area. Here's a frontal's boundary trying to come on in here. But the question mark is going to be going into Sunday. Do we keep that rain chance in here? Originally, they were backing this off. Now we've added green back to this map and also into Monday. It does clear us for Tuesday, though, and Wednesday. But as I just showed you, the European was still keeping the rain in there on Tuesday. So, again, we're going to have some differences of opinion here. We're going to have to wait till we get a little bit closer to kind of fine-tune the day 5, 6, and 7 on your forecast. And even Saturday and Sunday could be changed a little bit. I do have rain chance in there, but they may need to go up. So watch this closely, all right? Let's look at your forecast here for tomorrow. Looking at partly sunny skies, 82 and 60, so not quite as cool as this morning. Gainesville, I think, got down to 57 this morning. Elsewhere, looking at mostly upper 50s and low 60s for tomorrow morning. Again, not looking bad. 59 in Dahlonega as well as Rome, and 55 up in Blue Ridge. Daytime highs tomorrow mostly in the low 80s and a few upper 70s up in the mountains. Regionally, forecast looking like this: 86 in Nashville as well as Birmingham, 86 in Savannah, and 85 in Columbia. Generally staying dry. Got a few thunderstorms over there in Jackson and Mississippi and Memphis kind of coming in. And then for the next 7 days, this is what we're looking at right now. 20% chance rain on Friday. I got 40% there on Saturday and Sunday. Those might need to be revised upward. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Boy, I don't know. That's right now what I got for right now, but that's subject to change right now for the rest of that. The rain chances could go up significantly on Sunday and Monday. And boy, it was the European 12 seed was also kicking out some decent rain totals as well across North Georgia. But we'll wait and see on that. Just kind of put that in your back pocket to just know that. Well, my weather for the next 3 days is looking pretty good. Long term, a little bit of a question mark there. Hopefully, as we get a couple more model runs tonight, we'll see if that kind of works itself out. Is it going to be dry or is it going to be wet? Right now, it's leaning more wet, and I do favor the Europeans, so we'll see. Unfortunately, it's Labor Day weekend, and we want to have a nice weekend to finish up summer, right? All right, anyway, that's y'all's update for today. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out here on YouTube. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so at this time and help a guy out to grow our little channel. All right, and that's your forecast for today. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.